Welcome back to this special edition of 11 News, the trial of Officer William Porter. Right now we want to turn to one of the central figures in this case, Freddie Gray. He was a 25-year-old man that's been adopted by a movement. But who was Freddie Gray? I talked to those who knew him as a child growing up in West Baltimore.
In the Sandtown Winchester community, Freddie Gray can be seen everywhere, and some say in every one.
This is Freddie Gray. And what
Just ask Harold Perry. Freddie Gray is larger than life on Perry's Pressbury Street home, just a stone's throw from where Gray was arrested that fateful day in April.
Freddie Gray was a young man who, like a lot of others out here on the street, just moving around aimlessly, not having a goal or any direction.
And living in a part of the city where the statistics are grim, with 30% of families living below the poverty level, unemployment almost twice as high as the city's overall rate, and only 4 other communities in all of Baltimore City have higher incidents of lead paint violations.
You got a lot of kids that are in here that want something out of life. They just need that guidance and that push. And I think Freddie Gray was one of those kids.
Trina Ashley raised 3 boys in public housing at Gilmore Homes, where Gray once lived.
Loved sports, football, basketball. He was just a nice, outgoing man.
But Ashley says a man with many challenges.
They call kids problem kids. They're not problem kids. They're kids with a problem. This place have lead, mold, asbestos in it. And it takes a toll when kids growing up in here.
Hi, my name is Frederica Gray, his twin.
Gray and his twin sister, Frederica, who called for calm during the riots, received settlement money from being exposed to lead as young children. But Freddie Gray was exposed to much more, and despite the image, was really no angel. Charged 15 times dating back to 2007, mostly in drug cases. He had served time in jail and had been placed on supervised probation.
He was like so many of the other young men in this community.
Community activist Erica Alston says Gray was ignored and neglected, though not intentionally.
But because we live in an environment where I've got to pay the rent, put food on the table, and no, I might not have time to show up at your school, you know? I may not have time to show you a better way because no one showed me a better way.
The unremarkable life of Freddie Gray. A life that became compelling to many others, only when it ended.
Well, the officer currently on trial in Freddie Gray's death, William Porter, faces charges of involuntary manslaughter, assault, reckless endangerment, and misconduct in office. The 26-year-old grew up in East Baltimore. The defense says Porter was raised by a single mother. Porter frequented a police athletic league rec center growing up, and police had a positive influence on him. Porter joined the force in 2012. His attorney says as an officer, Porter wanted to make a positive difference in his community because he understood what people are going through. Porter has no record of misconduct in office. And here again is the breakdown of the jury that will weigh in on the evidence against William Porter. There are 5 black women, 3 black men, 3 white women, and 1 white male. There are 4 alternate jurors, all of them men, 3 white and 1 black. Deb?
Stan, joining me now is Tessa Hill Aston, the head of the local chapter of the NAACP. And Tessa, you have been in the courtroom every day. What are your impressions?
Well, I think it's going rather well. The judge has really a handle on the way that he's handling it. I was there through the process of selecting the jurors, so it was good to see that come to closure, and I think it makes up the look of Baltimore, mostly women, and I think it looks like the profile of Baltimore in the courtroom.
Tessa, you've had boots on the ground in the city for a long time. You've seen a lot, but you made the decision that it was very important for the NAACP to have this daily presence at this critical time in the city. Why did you make that commitment? And you're there through the long haul, through all the trials, correct?
Yes, I've been there almost every day, and I've been around out on the street every day since April with some other members of the NAACP. I think one of the best things, the way to help or to be a part of the community is really be out in the street and feel it. Even in the evening when I'm on the way home, I drive up Pennsylvania Avenue and stop. And I have history with Pennsylvania Avenue. I've worked there and did fundraisers and did jazz at the market to help the market to have people come back to it. And I was an acting manager at Gilmore for a while, so I know the community well.
You do. Now I want to ask you, I know you've been in the courtroom and you've had opportunities to speak with Freddie Gray's mother and his twin sister. How are they doing and what have they shared with you?
I think they're showing a lot of good strength, sitting together and being there bonding. And I gave the mother a hug, and you know, just looking at the sister, she's, you know, twin and she looks just like Freddie. So I think that as a family with this kind of tragedy, they're doing well. Even anybody in the family, but for a mother to have to go through that, and it's a tragic situation for her to endure, because this is going to be painful, because it's going to be a lot of process that she has to go through for the next several months.
Let me ask you, with the NAACP taking a role in the courtroom every day, and I believe you indicated you're going to be here through all the trials, does this, say for this particular trial, your presence, does it validate the outcome no matter what it is?
Well, we're there regardless of the outcome. When you look at the tragedy and the death of a young man that belongs to someone that they love, then, you know, the family and the community wants an outcome for justice for Freddie. But we're there because we want to support the family. I work very well with the police department, but I think in any profession there's always some bad apples.
Finally, you were quoted in the New York Times this week saying of this case, it's not a black thing, it's not a white thing, it's not a racial thing. So my question to you is, what is it then?
Well, I think it's bad policing, and I think people with low expectations of the people that they serve. When you ride around the city, and we get complaints from all over the city, but in the African American communities, in the poorer communities where there's lots of African American men standing around, they get harassed sometimes and they haven't done anything. I know for a fact that everybody that's standing on the corner is not a drug dealer, and every African American man standing on the corner is not a drug addict. They need help with employment, apprenticeship, they need jobs, and they need help.
Many issues here at play. Tessa Hill Aston, nice to see you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Stand